Well, yes. The email I sent out talks about the event that's going to be, we believe will be happening. At least that's what I'm reporting from my 4 different independent sources. August 17th, it appears that Nibiru may be making its closest passage into our solar system, and then on September 26th, its closest passage as it goes back out. 4 independent sources, all verifying this information. And this coming Wednesday, the 25th, I will have Mike Harris. Mike is the talk show host here on Republic Broadcasting that follows my show Monday through Friday. And we'll be talking about these matters. Mike is in touch with 2 of these sources, and I'm in touch with 2 also. And between the 2 of us, we're going to have an interesting 1-hour discussion on Wednesday the 25th. So just kind of mark it on your calendar and stand by. You're going to knock your socks off.
Okay, when you say it's the closest coming into the solar system, that doesn't mean that it's going to actually enter the solar system. Is that right?
No, it is. It's already in our solar system. It'll make its closest passage to Earth, is what I was attempting to say. Its closest passage to Earth as it enters the solar system on the 17th of August, and its closest passage to Earth as it leaves the solar system on the 26th of September.
But it does not cross the orbit of the Earth, does it?
I don't know how close it comes to the actual orbit of Earth. That's knowledge I don't have. Professor McCann refers to action at a distance.
Yes.
And we see this every day, and we all observe it, especially those who live on the ocean. Our moon is what, 1/10 the size of Earth, Ann, more or less?
Oh, I guess, yeah. It's pretty small.
Oh, it's fairly small, and it's 250,000 miles away. And that small rock, 250,000 miles away, makes all the oceans on the planet go up for 12 hours, and all the oceans on the planet go down for 12 hours. It's called the tide. And that's action at a distance from a fairly small rock, a fairly good distance away. The 10th planet is not 1/10 the size of Earth, it's 3 to 5 times the size of Earth. And it could be 1,000,000 miles away and have a dramatic impact. It could be several million miles away and have a dramatic impact. It has a far larger iron-nickel core than we do. So its effects of gravity and electrical energy is going to be far greater than its size would indicate. So that's basically a synopsis of the email I sent out, and Tim Spencer may be posting it on his website. I haven't talked to Tim yet, but I'm acting as a reporter here, an investigative reporter. I'm not advocating that people do anything except read this and make their observation and educate themselves and do what they think they need to be doing.
Well, as another example of action at a distance, the sun sent off a flare on the backside. So it was not, when I say the backside, that means the backside of the sun to the Earth. So it was not expected to influence the Earth, but it does. And the reason it does is because the magnetic lines of force between what they call the interplanetary magnetic force curves. And that curve has brought a scale of S1, a solar storm of level 1, into our atmosphere. And we are currently experiencing, well, I call it dust on the video that comes down from our satellites. It's just noise. It's pixelated noise. And they say that the astronauts will not be affected, nor will our geosynchronous satellites. But at the same time, it's bringing protons. Now, we're talking magnetic lines of force are sweeping the protons that were shot off the backside of the sun and are bringing them around to hit the Earth in what they call a glancing blow. So we're very familiar with action at a distance, and the fact, the other thing that I didn't notice, and I was wondering, this Nibiru, this red dwarf that's coming into our solar, or that is in our solar system, and then will be leaving it, will be traveling with a
companions.
With
companions.
I don't know what to call
it. A debris, or maybe more accurately, a debris field.
a debris field, clutter. And what happens is as it travels through the universe, now it's a galaxy, let's say it goes through the galaxy, it collects rocks and other bodies.
Sort of like a huge vacuum sweeper.
Kind of, because it has a gravitational pull.
Right.
And they are already expecting a near Earth encounter of a what they're calling an asteroid that may be one of the debris objects that are around this red dwarf.
Right. And did you know that here in my county, the next county west of you, actually 2 counties west of you, Crawford County, there's a meteor crater in Crawford County, Missouri.
Wow.
And on the second pass, it might actually be a nation buster. It'll take out Germany. It'll take out France, England.
Not England.
Right. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs. Or the entire northeast of the United States.
Careful.
It'll hit with the force of 100,000 Hiroshima bombs.